KRCL, Salt Lake City.
This is
Radioactive.
a show for grassroots activists.
I am the foot soldier for the Great Salt Lake. I am working tooth and nail for the lake.
A show for community builders.
I know the community can make impact better than government can. Enough of me just being mad about it. This show is going to do something about it. So this is my do something about it.
Punk rock farmers.
Buy local flowers, support local farmers, buy local food. There's a lot of amazing opportunities in Salt Lake to support local agriculture.
DIY makers and musicians.
Art isn't threatened by AI. We don't have an AI problem. We have a capitalism problem. People are always going to want to paint.
This is Radioactive. This is Radioactive. It's Punk Rock Farmer Friday. Punk Rock Farmer Al here in the studio with Asha behind the controls.
Hello.
Hello. Hey. So it was really crazy getting down here today.
It was.
And lots of turns of events happened and things happened, but we're just going to roll right through it all.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, we have a really amazing band with us tonight.
I know, I'm so excited.
The Lavender Menaces are here in the other room, and you'll be getting to hear maybe a little more from them.
Yes.
Yeah. Our one gal, Mel Shirts from the 9th West Farmers Market, she couldn't make it, but she's going to reschedule, and we'll have her on again. We'll talk about what's going on with the market. We'll give you a little heads up about it in the show as things go on, too.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to talk about farmers markets, specifically the 9th West Farmers Market, which is celebrating their 20th year. And we're also going to talk with, we're also going to talk about SLC Pride, which is another festival happening this weekend. I chatted with Bonnie O'Brien, the festival director, yesterday about that, which was really, really fun. I'm very excited for that. And because, it seems like a lot of Pride celebrations have kind of died down. It's the end of Pride Month, but we want to go out with a bang.
Right.
It's not the end yet. And that's why we've brought, Salt Lake's first trans, non-binary, and female brass band to join us today.
So cool.
So exciting.
Like 10 of them here.
And we've also got the Urban Farm Report, as always.
Yes, we're going to do, we're showcasing Pizza Farm today. My friend Crystal is here, and it's a child-led learning experience. So it's for the little ones, and it's teaching them how to get acclimated to the garden and start to grow things.
Get their hands dirty.
And it's not just about, it's kind of a setup to be a farmer, really. It's about irrigation. It's about all the stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah.
They're going to get bees. We'll talk to Crystal a little bit later in the show about that. And then always we have Skywatcher Leo T with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And
of course, we're also going to get Take a Hike with Ashley Brown and Val MC. This is a series that's all about getting people outside in nature, by recommending a new hike every week. And this time we're talking about Lamb's Canyon.
Ooh.
I know.
Right.
And it's definitely, today is a really windy day. Today specifically is not maybe the best day to take a hike, but tomorrow and the next day and the rest of the summer, get outside, get in nature, and enjoy the great outdoors.
Sounds wonderful. So we ready to go? We always start with homegrown music.
Yes, we do. We're going to go across the hall in just a moment because, we've got a really amazing street brass band, the Lavender Menaces, over there. And they're going to play some fun songs for us, some queer songs for us tonight, which I'm really excited for. But I'm going to say hello to Jess and Laura. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jess.
Hi. Hello. So nice to be with you guys today. And Jess, I understand that you're the founder of the band.
Yes, that's right.
And Laura, you're the musical director.
Yep, I wave my arms furiously at the band.
Amazing. Well, tell us a little bit about how you created the Lavender Menaces.
Yeah, so our backstory is not too original. I was actually in a band just like this in Seattle. It's called the Filthy Femcore. And there's actually a nationwide collection of brass bands like us. It's called the Honk Community, like honk your horn. It's a collective of activist street bands, mostly New Orleans sort of based music. But I moved here and have been in bands like this for about 10 years and was pretty surprised to find there was no honk band in Utah. And so I put up flyers all around town and slowly gathered a whole bunch of the people in this room, and then word of mouth.
Do you want to name off everybody if they don't have a microphone in front of them? That's there.
Sure, yeah. We've got Laura and I on trombone. We've got Noah on bari sax, Jen on sousaphone, which is like a tuba, Becca on drums, Sam and Emily on trumpet, Z on tenor sax, and Marissa and Danielle on alto sax.
I love it. So is there 10 of you guys over there?
Something like 10 of us. We've got a couple of people that aren't here today, so yeah.
I love it. And you're soliciting for more members.
We're always looking for new people. Right now I have a bass drum in my garage. It's purple and shiny with lights on it, but it has no one to play it. And people that are worried about not having music, well, don't worry. We actually don't have any bass drum music. So as long as they've got rhythm and can hit a drum, they are welcome to hit us up and join us. But we also need trumpets. I mean, really anyone that wants to come play with us.
And you guys just got done with quite a bit of Pride stuff.
Absolutely. June's always our busiest month.
And so you guys are ready for a little rest? Did I hear that?
I think we're planning to learn a bunch of new music, and Laura might have a little bit to say about that, but yeah.
Yeah, like I have my goal this year is I'd like us to learn at least 5 new songs this summer. We've kind of been a band that's just kind of been, I don't know, like we are at where we're at. No one here is, well, few of us are professional musicians, but most of us are amateurs, and so, you know, we want to put in that effort and expand our set list and really be able to bring some new music to folks.
Very cool. You know, we always talk about Good Trouble here at KRCL, and Lavender Menaces, that kind of fits in with Good Trouble. I think you guys need to tell us about where the name came from.
Yeah, so I wanted to make a brass band, and I'm wandering around town, I'm thinking like, man, what am I going to name this band? And I happened to be at the Under the Umbrella bookstore right down here in downtown. And if anybody wants to go there, I think they're under construction now, so they could definitely use the help. But I was browsing and I picked out a book, and it's called Queer by Design. And I open it to the first page I open it to. And it's just a book full of like old logos of like queer designs and artwork. And the first page I opened it to had a picture of women storming the 1977 sort of Congress with these signs that said, "The women's movement is a lesbian plot," and they had shirts that said Lavender Menaces on them. And I thought, wow, that is the cool, no, number one, that's an amazing band name. But when I looked it up, I was like, wow, this is a really cool term that speaks a lot to sort of like lesbians being left out of the women's movement. That's what it referred to originally, but it was reclaimed, obviously. And I think there's a lot of analogs there in thinking about advancing LGBTQ rights without the T. There's a lot of people who want to just move us forward and ignore our trans brothers and sisters. And so in sort of founding this space for trans women, non-binary people, I wanted to make sure that that was sort of highlighted. So it definitely comes from Good Trouble, and we want to keep making it. Yeah, we're loud and proud, and, you know, people can hear us when we're out there. So.
That's so awesome. What are you guys going to play first?
We're going to play Born This Way by Lady Gaga. Classic.
I love it. I love it.
I love
God
this
Super Pride.
song.
You and me both. So right here, this is Lavender Menaces, fresh and homegrown on KRCL 90.9 FM.
One, two, three.
The Lavender Menaces on KRCL live with Born This Way. That was incredible.
I loved it.
I loved it. I love Lady Gaga, and that was just such an incredible rendition. But stay tuned. We're going to hear 2 more songs from them throughout the show. But in the meantime, we're going to get to some rallies and resources with Aldine. And I'm Asha Pruitt. I don't know if I've introduced myself officially. But we're going to talk about some festivals and farmers markets. One that I want to start by mentioning is SLC Pride. We were just talking about all the Pride events and festivals that the Lavender Menaces have played at. And even as Pride Month is winding down, there is one more celebration, actually right near the KRCL station at 400 North, 400 West. The theme for SLC Pride this year is At the Intersection of, which is very fitting.
Yes.
I talked to Festival Director Bonnie the other day about what that means in terms of intersecting identities and making sure that everyone is welcome, the whole festival is accessible and inclusive, and it's really amazing all of the steps that they're taking to make sure that, you know, everyone can find something for them to enjoy there. But that is this Saturday and Sunday, June 27th through 28th, SLC Pride, by community for community.
Gotta love it. And we'll talk a little bit about markets. So the downtown farmers market is still in Pioneer Park, but the vendors have moved their location a little bit more to the southwest corner instead of where all the produce vendors were on the Caputo side, on the third south side. We're now on the fourth south side. And market was great. Things are really, I mean, there's a lot of fruit coming in. There's some coming in from out of town. There's some coming in from Colorado, from Palisades. But you can find some peaches and some cherries and things. I know we had a little bit of a frost issue here in Utah, and it really put a crimp on our farmers. Kent Pine, he's one of our really apple and stone fruit farmers. They're wiped out, but he's there at the market with his beautiful, wonderful cider donuts. Yes, apple cider donuts.
Oh, I love
and
those.
They have apple cider slushies too. So those things are still available, and go and support those guys. And we're going to talk. Let's talk a little bit about the 9th West Farmers Market. Mel Schertz couldn't be with us. She's kind of the director over there. She's been keeping it going for, it's been 20 years. She's been keeping it going, I think, the better of the last 10, I believe. And that's over in the Peace Garden Park, and beautiful park. I mean, it's on the side of it, and then you can stroll around the Peace Gardens also.
Mm-hmm.
That's where KRCL's Day in the Park is.
Yeah.
And it's on the 28th of July? August.
It is on August 29th.
9th.
Yes.
Okay.
But
I'm
you were so
glad
close.
we got that right. I was one day off. And the 9th West Farmers Market, this will be their last year. This is kind of a somber moment, but
bittersweet.
They're bittersweet, but they're going out with a bang. They have a lot of kids activities that they're going to do this year. And like I said, she's really been flying the torch for this market for years and years, and we've loved, because she's in our neighborhood, and that market is in our neighborhood. So it's kind of dear to our hearts, and it's sad to see it go, but it's going to go off with a bang this year.
Yeah. I think I've only been to that farmer's market once, but now that I know it's the last year, I'm certainly going to stop by.
Good.
I love that we have so many different farmers markets in this city. The downtown one that you mentioned, Wheeler Farm, is another one that I really love.
Wheeler is on Sunday.
Yes.
Wheeler will be on Sunday.
Yes. Yeah. But this specific farmers market at 9th West is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. every Sunday until mid-October. So it's running for a long time at near the Peace Gardens at 1060 South, 900 West. Yeah. And right now, Al, what's your favorite thing to get at the farmers market in late June?
Late June. Let me see what's at the market right now. I mean, there's still there's some cherries and things still. My favorite thing. I mean, let me think for a second. The melons are coming. They're not quite yet. I mean, always I'm there. You know, there's a raw milk truck that comes, and that's one of my really favorite things that I get every week is a gallon of raw milk from Springbrook Dairy. I love those guys.
What do you do with the raw milk? Do you just drink it?
I drink it and use it. Yes.
All right. Well, I've never tried it, but I'm intrigued.
You should try it. It's good.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay. All right. Well, get out to some farmers markets this weekend. But up next, we're gonna take it over to Valine MC and Ashley Brown, who's from Every Kid Outdoors, and this series is all about recommending new hikes and new places to go in the outdoors. You know, just a few minutes away from the city. And this week, they're going to talk about Lambs Canyon.
And it is that time now. It is Take a Hike. And what is Take a Hike? This was a segment that was started on KRCL's public affairs talk show Radioactive, which I used to be a producer for. And we would have a local hiking expert, Ashley Brown, on with us. And we have continued the tradition and just moved it on over here to afternoons. Ashley Brown, our local hiking expert and author of Urban Trails, Salt Lake City. How are you?
I am so delighted to be here chatting with you, Val, one of my favorite places, and to share a hike with the listeners because it's perfect hiking weather.
Okay, so our last one we shared, and it was Bear Canyon.
Yep, Bear Canyon Suspension Bridge.
Yes. Okay, so that was the last one we did, and I was reminiscing with Ashley. I was like, why did we miss the last one? I can't remember. And then Ashley, you were so kind to remind me we were in Summer Drive.
Yes.
So we didn't get to share that one. But now you are back. I am so excited. So tell me a little bit. It's been kind of crazy with everything going on. We've had the fires that were happening, the one up in Bonneville. There's multiple wildfires. But something I thought was really interesting that we heard of was there were people hiking up there. I know it's a very popular spot in Red Butte, but when they were still fighting the fires, and it was, don't do that. I was talking to somebody, I was like, that actually impedes them having access, and they have to take time from what they're doing and come and usher you away safely and then get back to their work. So that was something that we have been sharing here on the show, is just ways that you can do your part and help out.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think staying away from the areas that are on fire is a great place to start.
That's a great
Our hike today is fortunately not on fire, and hopefully will remain not on fire. And it can be tricky to get out when the air pollution is so thick with the smoke. And so, you know, that's one thing to consider, is it's important to get outside still, take it easy. It can make gaining elevation, it can make the movement a lot more challenging when there's a lot of smoke. So maybe it means taking a shorter hike, being easy on yourself, taking it slower, things like that to accommodate for that smoke.
Okay. I know a lot of people are excited to get back out. Even eBay Hamilton of Friday's Soul Party was asking, he said, hey, what's Ashley's hike for this week? I want to see, I want to get out there. He is an avid hiker. So what do we have?
Okay. Well, today we are going to talk about Lambs Canyon. And so Lambs Canyon, there's 2 access points for Lambs Canyon. The featured hike for today is the access point via Parley's Canyon. So you are driving up towards Park City, you get off Parley's Canyon right before Parley Summit, and there's Lambs Canyon. And the trailhead there is up Lambs Canyon. And it is, the reason why I chose this hike is because it's perfect for the evening. So we're in kind of the longest days of summer. This is one of my favorite after work or late afternoon hikes. When you go up around 5, it is fully shaded.
Oh,
which is
you have my attention.
Yeah, it's nice when it's 90 or 100 degrees out to have this fully shaded hike. And it's about 4.5 miles round trip from the trailhead to it's not necessarily a summit, it's a saddle where you can kind of look into Mill Creek Canyon and then heading back down. And the elevation gain is about 1,500 feet. So it's a solid workout. And what's nice is the trailhead does have restrooms. There's a small parking lot there. And the best part for me is that this hike is so lush. There is a little drainage there, and the drainage has some running water and a very rich aspen forest, conifer forest often. I've seen moose, I've seen lots of wildlife. And one of the things about Lambs Canyon is it is a watershed, so no dogs are allowed.
Oh, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah, important to know. And the other thing about it is quiet. You cannot hear the sound of traffic. You feel really like you're immersed in a very wild and natural space. And it's not that far from the city. And, a few wildflowers to look out for, because wildflowers are coming in strong, are the wild sticky geraniums. They're bright pink. There's elderberries that are probably just about finishing blooming and starting to turn into berries. There's silvery lupine with their beautiful purple blooms. There's heartleaf arnica, which is bright golden, and then little tiny bluebells, which actually are a great trail snack.
Oh. Is that just eating the blossoms?
Mm-hmm. You just eat the little blossoms. Yeah.
Okay. Last time Ashley had me eating miner's lettuce, and it was we were trying to place the taste. It was like, it tasted like eating peas fresh out of the garden.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff, Ashley. And would you recommend this for families, for kids?
Absolutely. And I would say if you're going with kids, it's not necessarily about getting to the lookout area and turning around. It's more of having a journey in the forest. This is completely a hike where the destination is the walk. So you might decide to go up a little ways. It is steep, but taking it at a nice slow pace. Kids will have so much fun seeing all the different kinds of plants, looking for wildlife, and it's definitely recommend for families. And so this is Ashley Brown with KRCL, your local hiking expert, empowering you to get out into nature and take a hike.
For over 50 years, Crossroads Urban Center has helped low-income individuals and families with food and clothing while promoting policies that reduce hunger, homelessness, and poverty in Utah. To volunteer or to get help with food and clothing, info at crossroadsurbancenter.org.
You're listening to Radioactive on Punk Rock Farmer Friday with me, Asha Pruitt, and of course, Aldine.
Punk Rock Farmer right here.
Yes. And thank you so much to Val MC and Ashley Brown of Every Kid Outdoors for sharing that hike in Lambs Canyon with us. Up next, we're going to hear our weekly Many Cultures, One Sky report from veteran journalist and science and star aficionado, Skywatcher Leo T. Here we go.
It's Many Cultures, One Sky, as we look up, look around, and get a little bit lost in space. As I record this, I'm going to the park. As the evening evolves into dusk, we join scientist and fan of experimentation as we explore the atmosphere where Colin starts to lift off a swift-looking delta-shaped kite at a park with great visibility and a wide horizon overlooking Salt Lake City. And this evening, as we look out to the south and west from a berm above the park, Colin releases his teal-colored kite.
Yeah, I think around this time of the evening it should work.
Looks like it's ready to lift off.
Yeah.
This is the kite that my science colleague is lifting off here at the whatever park this is up above the Avenues Fire Station.
Yeah, 11th Ave Park. It's a good one.
It's because you get a little bit of wind current. And what's the best thing to do so you can get it up a little bit?
I usually just wait till around this time of night when the wind starts shifting. It cools off a little bit and it seems to switch directions, and I don't know, I've had decent luck. I think now that I'm close to testing the sound part of my project, there seems to be a lot less wind though.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a little late in the summer, but
you got to try and get it up a little high to get the next level of sort of the next current.
Yeah. If you can get it up to like 1,000 feet, it makes these crazy vibrations that come down the string. So my goal is to try and record it.
And how record it?
So I'm building a couple different things. One is I'm just going to use a piezoelectric disc, like the kind you would put on a cigar box guitar or something, and try and pick up the vibrations that way. And then the other more complicated part is actually like a tension scanning circuit that I built out of parts from like what you'd see in a scale.
Cool. So this kite, you should see the shape of it, people.
Yeah, it's kind of a classic delta kite. So it's like almost like an upside down V.
How far do you think it was out last night?
Maybe 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun when because up there it's a little bit more stable.
So the thing is that Colin is playing with science here, and that's what we're interested in. Colin and I are still up here in the shimmering dusk of a fire-tinged sky up here at about 10 to 9. And if we look over to the west, we see a beautiful sliver of a crescent moon, and I'm thinking that's probably Venus there, just off to the left.
It looks so good. Yeah, actually, yeah.
The kite is flying.
It's working.
So let's go fly a kite up to the highest height, and as we explore the night sky, we can let our kite and our imagination wing way up to become a twinkly star grouping near the Big Dipper, known as the Kite. It's in the constellation known as Bootes. Skywatcher Leo T.
Thank you, Leo T, for teaching me a little something about flying kites. I haven't flown a kite in a very long time, but yeah. Oh, yes. Testing our mics. I think we're good. Oh, it might be your yes. I think it might be your headphone because I can hear you, Al. Yes, but yes, it's radioactive, and we've got a live band in the other room, the Lavender Menaces, and they've got another song for us. So we're gonna go across the hall and say hello again to Laura and Jess.
Oh, actually, this time it is Z taking over.
Oh, hi, Z.
Hi.
What instrument do you play?
I play the tenor saxophone.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And I know we were just talking about Pride and some of the events that you were doing this weekend. Not this weekend, sorry, this whole month.
Yeah.
I also saw that you performed at Lake Fest.
Yes, we did.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
Yeah, we played at Lake Fest. We opened for the fest, or no, we didn't open. We played for the festivities. It was amazing. We coordinated with Selena Marina, who's another drag queen here, and yeah, just brought the energy. Really trying to increase awareness and activism around growing the Great Salt Lake.
Awesome. And let's see, do you have any other events coming up, or what are some of the things that you're looking forward to doing the rest of the year?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so funny because usually we are just like stacked with gigs coming up, and this is like one of the first times where this is kind of our last big thing for a while. So we are going to take like our own little personal break, but you also we are reachable to be booked as well. You can reach out to lavendermenacesbrass@gmail.com, as well as through Instagram @lavendermenacesbrass. And we've done all kinds of weird things. We've done festivals, we did a graduation, we've done birthday parties, weddings, all over the place. So if people are looking for some exciting time, we got some space. But otherwise, you'll find us like downtown busking and just having a good time overall.
Awesome. So tell us about the next song that you're going to play.
Ooh, so the next one is for the lesbians out there. Next we are playing Hot to Go by Chapel Roan.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was going to say, it's actually our debut of the song. This is the first time we're playing it in public today.
It sure is.
Very good. This is the Lavender Menaces, fresh and homegrown, right here on KRCL 90.9 FM.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
HOTTOGO with the Lavender Menaces live on KRCL. That was amazing, especially for debuting that song for the first time.
Yes, thank you.
Stick around for one more song from the Lavender Menaces at the end of the show. But in the meantime, before I forget, I want to thank our AV team for tonight, which usually includes myself. But today I'm on the other side in the studio rather than in the big band room. But over there we have Valiant MC, Griffin Hall, Sullivan Petchenpang, and they are making sure that the Lavender Menaces have a beautifully lit, incredible sounding experience in there. And also, if you are not watching the live stream on our KRCL radio, Instagram, and TikTok, you would see that they are doing the HOTTOGO
Yes,
letters,
they were.
much like the YMCA, if you're familiar
Right.
with Chapel Roan. But yeah. But anyways, that brings us to our Urban Farm Report
Yes.
with Aldine.
Urban Farm Report. Laura and I, we've been doing this for 11 years or so.
Yeah.
We're talking about what's going on in our little agrihood here in Salt Lake City and the vicinity. We have Crystal with us tonight. Crystal Tolman is with us, and her little scheme and idea is Pizza Farm. How you doing, Crystal?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Good. Get
Good.
close.
All right.
So, a little bit of history, just where you started getting your hands dirty and that kind of stuff.
Yep, probably at the age of 6 months old.
Right.
I was born and raised in Willard, Utah, on a peach and cherry tree orchard.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's now an elk farm, but we worked a lot with Pettengills and all those folks up there growing orchard.
I've seen that elk farm. There's big fences, right? Like
Yep.
tall 10-foot fences to keep the elk in.
That was our orchard.
Oh,
growing
wow.
up.
Cool.
And it froze, and we lost almost all of it, and so
Uh-huh.
now it's an elk farm.
And then you were a little 4-H'er?
I was not 4-H, but I grew up in Willard, so everybody was 4-H and FFA in that realm.
Right.
So you were just always
Around it.
Yeah.
Around it. But you did have some history at Oxbow.
I did.
So with the farm, the garden at Oxbow Jail.
Yep. So I graduated from high school in 96, moved to Salt Lake. That ended up taking me to New York City. Well, to LA, then to New York City. And once I was in New York, I thought that the grass was always greener.
Uh-huh.
And then, but you can't take the country out of me. So
Right.
I started helping farm there and just doing small community gardens, helping with an automotive high school. We grew their garden for their cafeteria food. And then I decided at some point I was going to move back to Utah. And that took me to Washington State, Central Washington, and I worked on a regenerative farm there.
Nice.
Which then took me back. I came back to Utah after that stint, and then volunteered at Oxbow. And that's when I really fell in love with the garden section of farming.
Nice. Very good.
And then that went to New York, and then back to here.
And then you've had a turn of events in the last couple of years.
Mhm.
You became a mama.
I did.
And your original vision was a farm-to-table sort of thing.
Yep.
But now you're changing it a little bit.
Yep.
And you went around the kiddies.
Yep.
Tell us what you got going on.
All right. So the idea started with the name. I was just thinking that I really wanted to do pizza and do monthly dinners, farm to table type deal. And that just kind of fell to the wayside. Had the baby. You get very involved in that.
Oh, yes.
And that's all, you're just laser focused on that. Then about 18 months, he was 18 months old. I was starting to take him to nature schools, forest schools, nature schools, they kind of one in the same name. And I joined him in those classes and saw children growing up the way that I did, which was in nature and an orchard and playing, and kind of your parents knew where you were, but did they?
But you were out back in the woods,
yeah,
and it was okay.
Yeah, it was great. So then Pizza Farm, I was standing in the backyard in January, maybe it was the fall of last year. I was staring at it, and I'm like, I have to get back to growing and growing a lot, growing on a bigger scale, and I want it to mean something, and I want it to go somewhere, not just to our table. So I thought, oh my gosh, Pizza Farm. What kid doesn't like pizza? I mean, there are some kids who don't, but
very few.
But that is what goes on your pizza. You know, the tomato sauce comes from the tomatoes that are grown, and everything.
Yeah,
wheat,
yeah,
flour.
Bring it.
Yep. So everything goes on there. So I thought, what a cute name to do for kids, and combine the two together.
I love it. Asha, you want to ask her?
Yeah. So, you know, on your website, which is very adorable, by the way, I everyone should go check out your logo, which is like a skunk sitting on a mushroom.
Yeah.
It's really incredible.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and everything has nothing to do with them except for everything. I thought little stinkers.
Yes.
Just.
That's perfect. That's so perfect. Anyways,
Thank you.
So you do these child-led vegetable farm classes, and tell me what that means to have kids teaching other kids.
So they show up. I'll give you an example of what a class looks like. I'll have some structure in the way that when they show up, we go over garden rules, but I don't make those rules. They tell me what they think the rules should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we add to that every week. Then I have an activity set up that is garden centric. So the first week we did seeds, and it was planting seeds, watering seeds, and doing planting strawberries. We planted strawberries. So each child has their own kind of area to take care of what they want. But some kids aren't wanting to do that right then. So then I just let them do, if they want to dig in the dirt. I have a kind of a mud kitchen setup.
Mud kitchen.
Yes.
Mud kitchen. I like it.
I like it too.
What is going on in the mud kitchen?
Mud
Crystal?
kitchen is pots and pans and cupcakes and mud pies and anything you can think of made out of mud.
I love it.
Little goes in their mouth, little minerals, you know, little bit of everything. And I learned that from the forest school. They definitely taught that.
So you have you're not a set curriculum. You're rolling with the flow.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it. It's so cool. And at the end there'll be a pizza party.
Yes. So for everybody that has joined, we will have a celebration where we will actually have pizza, and the vegetables from the farm will go on the pizza.
Very good.
And then that will be in conjunction with a pumpkin harvest for donation and things like that. The kids can decorate. And
Explain your backyard a little bit, because you have some things going on. You have a little orchard. You have some berries. You have a quarter acre. You don't have just a little backyard.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's like a long flagship flag, whatever, rectangle size. So you walk up to the front. We have two cut flower beds, which will be utilized. Every flower in my yard can either be eaten or cut.
Nice.
And then walked into the backyard, and we have 4 boxes, as of right now, grow boxes. I've got 3 peach trees, which didn't really make it this year.
Mine didn't. I planted a new little peach tree, and it didn't make it.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't cover it. Darn it.
My parents have this beautiful peach tree at their house, and it always, produces so much fruit. But I know that they can be difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
It was just bad. It got to 26 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
for
just
hours.
winging a prayer.
Yeah.
2 nectarines, though, they did great.
Awesome.
2 cherry trees in the front as
Very
well.
cool. Very cool. So you're a little bit of an orchard. You're not just a little garden. You got some things going on. You got berries too.
berries. We've got raspberries. We've got blackberries. And we also do currants. And I have a fig tree that's finally producing as well.
Very cool. You also have another connection that you have with the Liberty Well Senior Center.
Yes. So everything that the kids grow that they don't take home, they have first dibs on taking it home. They can snack on it in the garden while they're working and, playing. So they have first dibs on that. And then everything that's left over goes to the Liberty Senior Centers, and we'll donate all the food to them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Little
really incredible.
Kids growing food for the older folks.
Yes, I love that so much.
It's such a cool vision. It really is, Crystal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm very excited.
And, minimizing or actually eliminating any food waste, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's incredible.
We're doing that in the way too. I'm looking into verma composting, which is worms, to grow their own dirt, to teach kids about regenerative soil. And then, but back to the farmers market or to the senior citizen center, we're going to try to expand next year into something where the 8 to 12-year-olds can go and volunteer and set up a fake farmers market booth so the older folks can come and meet them and pick out what they want.
That's really cool too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was also going to ask, how old are the kids that are coming to these classes? What's the age range?
So 3 to 12-year-olds.
So as young as 3.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. And parents are welcome to come, so we can have older people come if they want.
Yeah.
We encourage it if they want, so they can learn to carry on those skills at home once the child leaves class.
So it's drop-in classes. Explain that.
So drop-in, they can sign up on the website. It's $45 for an hour and a half, and the classes run Monday through Thursday, hour and a half increments, and they have a choice of doing a morning or an early afternoon class.
So it's kind of a short notice thing? Like if the parents maybe had to go and do something, and they can day of.
Yep. They can drop in day of.
That's pretty convenient.
Yep.
Very cool.
That is very nice.
And then there's 6-week sessions also.
Yep. You can sign up for a 6-week session, which if you need to go work out at the gym, buy a 6-week pass.
Right.
Right. You can have your kid come for that. And everything is also prorated. So if they came in now, we're into week 3, coming up into week 4, the 6 weeks are prorated. So they won't have to pay the full price.
So how does Goldie, your child, work with the whole scheme of things?
He's now finally getting used to it. As we were speaking earlier, I think he was the biggest challenge in the beginning because he wasn't used to that many kids being at the house. He's an only child. Well, he has a very older sister who's 25, but
yeah. And how old is he now?
He's 3.5.
Oh, okay.
So he was used to my mom, my time, my garden, but now he asks for it. He's been raised in that garden. He's been raised in that dirt. So
he's doing some of the teaching.
Yes. He would like to think so. Boss baby for sure.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask, are there any, I don't know, I imagine when you have kids ages 3 to 12 running around in a garden, teaching each other and making up garden rules, that there might be some misadventures or, funny things that happen along the way. Yeah, can you share anything interesting that happened, anything that made you laugh, or anything that a kid maybe taught you?
I can say one of my first class, one of my students whose mom said, "We do have a garden at home," so I'm not sure why he said that, but he looked at me and looked at the zucchini and said, "So this is where our groceries come from?" So I thought that was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that same child, my husband runs a business, a stump grinding business. So sometimes our stump grinders are parked there, and he is so interested in the stump grinding. But I let him know how mulch helps the garden, and that's how we get our mulch. And
that's really cool because, these are brand new humans who have no idea how our food systems work. And, it's logical for them to think that if they've only ever been to a grocery store, maybe food just appears there magically. Yep. And, but it's really cool that you're teaching them that they come from seeds, and they take love and care and water and sunlight to grow into what we see in the grocery store.
Absolutely. And it's a big part of why I did it. The resilience that comes with watching things grow and maybe not grow. My son has pulled plants out, and he's like, we can just get a new one. I'm like, no, we can't, not right now. It's too late to plant it.
Right.
Yeah, there's an ephemeralness to it.
It's the cycle of life.
Yes, it is in real time.
Yeah, for sure. So cool. And then you have plans next year to start earlier.
Yes.
And this year you started in June. You're a few weeks in now, right?
Correct. Yes.
And then, but you're thinking about starting in March.
Yep.
That's when I start.
Yep.
I start planting some things with a little cedar, some lettuce and things in March. The greens and stuff grow early.
Yep.
I can turn you on to some seed or something. I want to be a part of this. I have starts when the starts come and seeds. I'm a seed steward, so I want you guys to grow some stuff that I have for sure.
I would be so honored to
So
do
tell me
that.
about what's going to happen next year, and bees too.
So this year we're going to do bees. Our next few classes we're doing bees, we're doing birds and bees.
Yes.
And we're doing everything that has to do with those gardens, and then worms. So the last 3 classes will be all about that. And then next year, March, we'll get into growing starts. I'm hoping to have a hoop house type structure set up by then that we can start growing starts in it and go from there.
A little nursery, seedling room.
Yep.
This is all the beginnings of where it starts. And to see that translated through the kids' eyes has to be wonderful.
Yes, it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to. I hope you can ask me that question again, Asha.
Yeah.
Like what I've seen, because it's so early right now that I'm not sure.
There's a lot to come.
Yes.
Yeah. And I also saw you have a fall session listed on your website as well.
Correct.
So will you be growing completely different things at that time of year?
We will. We'll be doing some winter geared or cooler weather geared vegetables. But there'll be a lot of harvest still in August. There'll be a lot of fruit. July is a little bit of a bummer in certain ways of seeing actual fruit or like these results that maybe these kids are expecting. But that's part of the resilience.
It's got to take a minute.
It's a patience.
It takes a minute.
Yep.
This is where the food comes from.
Yep.
It doesn't come easy.
Yep.
These farmers grow it,
Yep.
and it takes a lot of work. You think there's some future farmers in the groups yet?
Oh man, my son better be. Just kidding. You can be whatever you want. But
You're right.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I definitely hope so. I hope to inspire even just growing food for your family. It's so important, and it's missing. It's missing, and just getting that healthy food into your body that you don't have to. You can grow it. You can do it.
Yes, you
don't
can.
have to be scared of it.
You can. So, do you want to tell us what the website is and where folks can get to you and all that stuff?
Yes, thank you. So the website is digpizzafarm.com, and you can just go on there, and my email address is on there. You can get me through Instagram as well, which is Dig Pizza Farm.
I was looking at your Instagram, and you have some really adorable photos of kids playing in the dirt and, getting their hands messy.
Yes,
yeah,
we're not scared of dirt at all.
Yeah.
At all. So yeah, those 2 sites you can get a hold of me through there. Dig Pizza Farm.
Very good.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming, Crystal. And
Thank you for having
this is
me.
just your first time here.
Yeah.
You're gonna be checking
we would love
in
to have you
and
back.
tell us all about what's going on.
Thank you kindly for both of being here. I'm so excited about
Thank you. Yes, check out Pizza Farms if you have a little kiddo that you want to teach about gardening.
Yeah.
But we are almost to the end of our Punk Rock Farmer Friday with Aldine and myself, Asha Pruitt. I want to give a little teaser for what we have coming up next week on Radioactive. We're approaching Independence Day, and so we have some fun programming. Monday is Radioactive Pop Luck. like a potluck. But anyways, it's a very KRCL take on America's potluck. And we're going to have Jorge Fierro from Rico Brand.
Oh, very good.
I know. And Stephanie Mahina from Homegirls Kitchen 801, bringing some food, talking about the food that matters to them, as we approach the 250th birthday of America. On Tuesday, Roundtable Tuesday, we're going to talk with Russell Roots from the Utah Film Center about the Black, Bold, and Beautiful film series coming up soon. And Queer History Corner, we're going to wrap up that series as Pride Month comes to an end. Wednesday, we're going to pass the mic to the Southern Utah Wilderness Alliance for an update on all of the things they've been dealing with, new backcountry airstrip approvals, and a 10th Circuit appeals decision on Bears Ears and Grand Staircase Escalante national monuments. Radioactive Workshop on Thursday. We're going to continue our America 250 book club, talking about the founders, the documents that created America and how they are still relevant for us today. And finally, on Friday, July 3rd, the day before Independence Day, we're gonna do a best of for Punk Rock Farmer Friday. We're gonna take some little clips and moments to share with everybody, since it is a holiday for us here at the station.
That means we get the day
we
off.
Do.
Woo.
So that'll be really fun. Plus, on the back half of that show, I did a really cool Music Meets Activism interview with local poet Dorothy McGinnis about women in country music.
Love it.
So stay tuned for that
Very
next
good.
week. But speaking of music,
Let's go back across the hall.
yes, with the Lavender Menaces.
So you guys have one more, and it's you guys are gonna sing this time, are you?
Yes, we are. So this is one more, and people aren't going to recognize this one. It's an original song written by Mike Kazowitz from the Party Band. It's a brass band out of Logan, Massachusetts. And I was actually in that band before I came here. And I love this song. It's called Take Over Your World. And sort of the lyrics we have actually on our posters down here. If you come see us in person, you go to hear us do it. But the message is to take over your world and make it a better place.
Gotta love it.
Exactly.
Gotta love it. That's the ethos here at KRCL. We're going to take over the world and make it a better place. Community is all we have. The world can be doing all these crazy things out there, but when we make it as good as we can right here at home, that's wonderful. This is the Lavender Menaces right here, fresh and homegrown on KRCL 90.9 FM.
KRCL, Salt Lake City.